All right, it's Tuesday. Red light is on. Dave Van Alken, L. Dawson, Fight Banana Show. How is everyone doing? L, how are you, friend?
Oh, I'm good. I just got home from sparring. There may come a day where I get on this show on a Tuesday with my hair and my makeup done, looking professional, but that day is not today.
That's not today. Okay. Well, did you beat someone up today? How was sparring today for you?
I got beat up most days, so
Okay.
but it's all good. It's all good. That's gonna get better.
Yeah, that is. Talking about getting better. How about it was so cool. Fight Bananas made that post earlier today about Michelle. I saw that great picture of Michelle Montague with her. She just has the greatest smile on when she's signing those posters over there in Perth. And I thought about it. It's like, man, we know Michelle for a long, long time. So I scroll through my phone. I'm like, dude, look at all these pictures. So I was like, let's make a post. And then shout out to that brand. I'm the worst, guys. It's like Let's Frost. Did you guys see that on IG? They collabed with us. Give me 8 seconds. I'm finding it. There we go. Dude, Lane Frost brand. Okay, they're sending some hats. I'll send you something your way. I was like, hey, we have a couple girls part of the team. Whatever you want to send us swag, go for it. Dude, great brand. On IG, 462,000 followers. Lane Frost brand on IG. Check them out. Good stuff. So it was crazy. Yeah, Michelle making her UFC debut. Who's texting you?
I don't know, but I'm trying to put it on Do Not Disturb, and it's not working. Why isn't my computer listening to me?
I love it. Dude, we are in the middle of soccer season. I guess it's supposed to be fall, right? It's autumn. Yesterday was the first day. By the way, it was my son's birthday, Colin's 13th birthday. We have a teenager in the house. Wild times. But it's supposed to be cooler. I coached soccer last night. I think I lost 5 pounds out. It was like a sauna soccer practice. So wild times.
I believe it. The humidity has been killing me lately.
Yeah, it's wild. But it's UFC Perth week. There was nothing on this past weekend. It was a tough time for combat sports fans. There wasn't Darren Till boxing, wasn't any bare knuckle MMA. There wasn't no Canelo Crawford. It was just a week. The Contender Series was really good on Tuesday. It's been great almost every week. Have you been? I feel like this season, I don't know why the first episode was pretty bad. 2 through 5 or 6 have been incredible. I think it's been great episodes.
I'm happy with the matchmaking this season. I think in some of the last few seasons, I think it was like 3 or 4 seasons ago was awesome. That was like Jack Della Maddalena's season. That was a really great season. And then for a couple of years, it seemed like some of the matchups were a little lopsided and they were just signing everybody. And I feel like we're back to the level we saw on season 1 of Contender Series, the seasons when Grant got signed, Sean O'Malley got signed, Jamal Hill got signed. We what Contender Series should be for. I'm happy to see people with more fights. We're not seeing guys that are 3, 4, 5-1 on Contender Series. We're seeing people with 8, 10 professional fights. I think that's how it should be. And it's showing. The fights are world class. That women's strawweight fight from 2 weeks ago was one of the best fights on the season.
And it's especially to see someone do hit with power out of the female strawweight division. Come on now.
That girl's got that old school Jessica Andrade was more technical. Be that girl. That girl's a beast.
Back in the days of Jessica Andrade, those were the days. All right. So, but even with that, like I said, I think a ton to get into. I do have a lot of notes. We have our guy, Devin Cushing. He's 17-0, professional boxer, headlining Off the Hook Boxing Series 2 this Saturday. I will be there live in Biloxi, Mississippi, commentating the show. So our guy, Devin Cushing, is coming on in 10 minutes. We got hopefully G, if she has Wi-Fi at 2. We got Grant Dawson later. We have Leah Dorchenes coming back on the show around 1:30. So, thoughts on Dyer getting it?
Can I address this question?
Yeah, go for it, please.
Normally, Jake, I would be so anti-signing a loser off the Contender Series. I hated when they've done that in the past.
Yeah.
With a handful of exceptions, I think Chanel Dyer is one of those exceptions. I think that the girl she fought is going to – I think we're going to see her ranked very high at strawweight in the next year. I think she's going to fly through that division. And I thought Chanel Dyer made it a competitive great fight. She was super tough, super clean. I think she has great skills on the feet, and I do think she'll do well. And it's a women's division, which is already typically significantly less populated. If they were signing 2 more lightweights, I'd probably be disappointed. But in one of the women's divisions, when both girls showed extreme technical ability, I'm all good with it. I think Dyer will do well.
Yeah, I concur on that fivefold. Sometimes it's I said this about life. Sometimes it's about time, and we talked about the weight cut issue, and I think I am going to bring up Kevin Gastelum to you pretty soon. Sometimes when everyone's like, why did Brian Battle get cut? Guys, you never know. You never know what happens behind stage. You never know because he's missed weight before. You never know. Brian goes, hey, if it ever happens again, you guys cut me. I'm fine with it. You never know. Like each conversation's different. Back to what you were talking about the weight class. I feel like you need more female strawweights. Let's just talk, the champion is even moving up in weight class. We got Dern and Verna, which is a rematch. And then, of course, we have our Gillian Robertson flying through the rankings. You just need more girls. So I think not a bad way to get them both. I talked about that. We'll get on Perth. We'll talk about Charles Oliveira. I will bring up Mr. McGregor in the White House too. It's just everywhere. We're here. We are in Conor McGregor season. I don't know how it happened or when it happened. We are in the middle of it. But I mentioned that guy's name, so I would love your 2 cents about Kevin Gastelum and missing weight. He did win the fight at Noche. Just kind of your take, because we didn't hear from you. There was no Sunday Morning Brew. There wasn't a show. Gastelum misses weight at Noche. What's your take on it?
Well, I don't know who Kevin Gastelum is, but Kelvin Gastelum. It's so weird to me because I feel like normally there are 2 ways you stay in the UFC if you're not on like a super long winning streak, which I think Kelvin Gastelum is not. Like, he's not been super consistent, but he always puts on great fights. So I will say that.
Yeah.
There aren't a lot of boring Kelvin Gastelum fights. Honestly, this last one wasn't his most exciting, but he has given us some really great fights. Obviously, his war with Israel Adesanya is cemented as one of the greatest fights of all time. I think that fight changed both guys. So maybe it's the fact that he shows up and puts on fights, or he's a fan favorite. But to me, a guy who's been around as long as Kelvin Gastelum, who has as many wins as Kelvin Gastelum, unless he has the worst manager on the planet, he's got to be making top dollar. Right?
Yeah, he's making good money.
Why are you okay continuing to pay somebody top dollar while they continue to miss weight? That's what I'm like. It's just kind of confusing to me. Because I feel like typically once you get to, unless you're like a huge draw, like Conor McGregor can do whatever he wants, and he will always, if he wants to fight, they'll let him fight because people will pay to watch him fight.
Right.
However, Kelvin Gastelum, while a fan favorite, I would say, and maybe less of a fan favorite in recent years because of all the weight misses, but I don't think he's that big of a draw. So these guys who aren't like a massive draw, if they're missing weight or they're getting staff on their face and they're having to pull out of fights consistently, like, it's been a story for Kelvin Gastelum of having to pull out of fights too.
Yeah.
Not just the weight misses. He also has had to pull out. Maybe not so much recently, but in the last several years, we've seen it. And so for me, it's like you have a guy that probably is just as exciting as Kelvin Gastelum, that's making 20-20, that you could probably put in the same spots, and somehow, like, Kelvin Gastelum is still getting paid top dollar to be there and miss weight and pull out. Like, I'm just very surprised that he's still there, to be honest. It is very confusing to me. So maybe, I don't know, maybe he's been doing them some solid favors that we don't know about. Maybe he's been taking some matchups that other people just don't want.
Right.
I'm confused.
And honestly, you mentioned it. Remember, wasn't the Gastelum fight wasn't it something funky? Wasn't there supposed to be another fight and Gastelum stepped up? I felt like that was a part of it, right?
That happened not too long ago. I can't remember.
Yeah, like, my point is, long story short, I feel like Dana's one of those guys. If you do him a solid, kind of when he was a little bit on the way up, like, he's got you. I just think he's got your back.
I think the UFC has a very short memory. Dakota Bush did them 2 solids. Took 2 fights on short notice and they didn't care. Obviously how long you've been around, probably.
I was gonna say, El, and dude, we are massive. I am personally a massive Dakota Bush fan. He should be in the UFC. His level of skill and technique should be in the UFC for sure. But there's a difference between Dakota Bush's what he's done in the UFC to Kevin Gastelum having literally one of the greatest UFC middleweight fights in the history of the sport.
No, I don't disagree. It's just very good. I'm confused by it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I sometimes it's what you've done.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
since he missed or had to pull out. The last time he had to pull out was the Shavkat fight, which was in 2023. Because the Joe Pyfer fight, the first time, got canceled because Pyfer got sick from the water in Mexico City.
Yeah, the water in Mexico. That's funny.
But but we go back to 2022, 2023. He did not fight at all in 2022, but he pulled out 3 different times from April 9th, 2022 until January 14th, 2023. Let's see. This was canceled. Oh, I'm sorry. The first one wasn't his fault. It was Imovov's visa issues. The second one was him. He pulled out. And then the third pullout was, I think, the staph infection.
Right.
So it's just like that's a lot of pullouts. And then he showed up for Chris Curtis, made weight, had to pull out of the Shavkat fight, and then fought Sean Brady, D-Rod, Pyfer got sick, Pyfer, and then Stolfus this last time with the weight miss. He definitely did have a full camp. So it's like, but if we look at his last, let's see. His overall UFC record's 14-10. And we look at his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fights. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. 4 wins in his last 11 fights.
Right.
That's
wild. Guys, we steal all your comments. We'll get into a lot of those questions in a second, but our first guest is here and ready to roll. Talk about someone who never pulls out of fights or gets sick, anything of that nature. My man, Devin Cushing, 17-0 professional boxer, 28 years old, will be headlining Off the Hook Boxing Series 2 this Saturday back in Biloxi, Mississippi. Welcome back to the show, Devo, Devin Cushing. Devin, how are you, sir?
What up, Dave? How you doing, man?
Good, brother. How are you? Are you driving, man?
What up, Ellie? Yeah, I'm driving, man. I got to go pick up the little girl from school.
Hey, I like that. I like that. Look at that. A family man first and foremost. I love that. You know much. I love that, man. Oh, dude, what a beautiful daughter, by the way. Shout out to you, Devin, and the loved ones, man. Shout out. Well, hey, I don't want to take up a ton of your time. It's fight week. 17-0, looking to become 18-0. So let's just start there. How's this week for you? And back headlining another show for Off the Hook.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about, Off the Hook's Boxing Series 2. I'm excited about going 18-0. And camp's been going good. Fight week's been going smooth. Training camp has went tremendous. I'm in peak condition and almost on weight already, and we're ready to go.
Becoming 18-0, Devin, especially in the sport of boxing with everything that's happening. Jake Paul's fighting Tank Davis. They just had 71,000 people at a Legionnaire. Dana White is in the boxing business now. 18-0 is a big thing. The world becomes your oyster. The world becomes your oyster, I believe, is the analogy. Big things to come. Big things to come if or when you get this win.
Yeah, man, just want to keep getting these wins, racking up these dubs, and keep climbing the ranks, and just keep my head down and stay focused. And I know opportunity will come at some point that I'm going to take full advantage of. And, yeah, man, put my name on the map. Put the Cushing name on the map.
Love it. Els?
So, obviously, a lot has been happening in the boxing world lately. You have Zuffa getting their hands mixed up in it. Talks about Jake boxing Tank. There's lots going on in the boxing world. I'm an MMA person. I fight MMA. I watch more MMA. How would you sell boxing to the MMA fans and bring more people into it with all these crossovers happening?
To be honest with you, I'm not a fan of the crossovers. I don't know why. Big weight, just like the Jake Paul and the Tank Davis situation. It's a big weight disadvantage, and I don't get into
Right.
all that. I don't get into the politics stuff. I feel like it's a money grab, and I feel like that's where boxing is losing its spark at. Is that, the best aren't fighting the best anymore, unless money's being put up. And I don't know. I think boxing leaves a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth, not just MMA fans in general. You know what I mean? I think it leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouth, because of the business portion of it, the business side of it, of boxing. And hopefully it gets better. Dana White and them are putting their hands into it with Zuffa Boxing and stuff. And yeah, man, hopefully it gets better with bigger names and some more money coming into the sport.
I agree. Like I said, 17-0, your last 3 all finishes in a row, Devin. So this Saturday, Off the Hook Boxing Series 2, headline another show. How important? I remember you got your last finish over there in Biloxi at the Hard Rock and looked right at me and you're like, let's go. Like, how important is it to get a finish, or is it just getting wins and just stacking up wins, or do you see this fight like you need to get a finish in this?
I'm not looking at it as like I need a finish, but we always want the finish. Fighters want,
Right.
That's what we train so hard for, and that's what I'm looking out there to go. That's what I'm looking to go out there and do is establish myself, establish the jab, get comfortable in there, and then take him out. Take him out as early as I can, Dave. You know what I mean? And make a statement, bro. That's my goal. Just make a statement. I want it to look good.
Yeah, and that's you usually do. You usually look really good in that squared circle. Talking about looking good, also your younger brother Dylan is also on the card as well. I talked about this for a couple times when those fighting nerds were fighting on the card. It seemed like maybe, the energy. Oh, we lost it.
I think so. Oh no.
Man, that was my best question too. That was my best one.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear about his brother being on the card.
Yeah, that's.
I like his stance on. Like, I kind of agree. I think boxing has less of a sour taste, especially in the MMA fans' mouths. We kind of talked about this last week. Like the Canelo fight was so built up, and it left me wanting. Like when I was comparing it to UFC Noche and these just bangers of fights. I was a little disappointed with the co-main and the main event on the Canelo card, to be completely honest. Like it was just a little lackluster for me. And I like that he's chasing these finishes. I think we aren't really seeing that as often with high level boxing. And I understand the level is higher. It's harder to get finishes, but I like to hear that coming from a boxer. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Dev, you hear us?
Yeah, I heard you, man. I heard you.
All right. So long story. With having your younger brother on the card, emotionally, does it kind of pump you up more? Is it just is it harder emotionally, or you cannot wait? Is it a blessing in disguise? Like, where are you at with having flesh and blood on the same card as you?
It's funny that, Dave, because it is it's like you got to control the emotions more because there is more emotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, man, we're gonna feed off that. Me and Dylan are gonna feed off that Saturday night, and we're gonna feed off each other, man. And that's what we do. We bring the Cushing brothers. We bring the energy, man, intense energy. You know what I mean? And that's what we look forward to bringing Saturday night. We worked real hard in training camp together alongside each other, and we're both looking sharp. Dylan's looking very sharp, and he's ready, man. He's ready to make a statement and introduce himself to the professional world.
Love it.
My husband and I have been in camp together before. And obviously, I don't know if your brother lives with you necessarily, but I know living together and cutting weight together and going through all the stresses of camp together can be difficult. How do you find that with your brother?
Oh, we just try to, Ellie, we just try to connect, It does get hard day in and day out in camp. You know what I mean? Every single day, spending multiple sessions a day together, being around each other for long periods of times, and just working hard. It gets emotionally draining. It gets mentally draining sometimes. But I just feel like me and my brother are made for this. We've been doing it a long time. We know what we have to do, and we're both grown men. We know what we got to do, and we hold each other accountable. We hold each other accountable. That's the main. That's the main thing.
I like that. I like that. Dev, I think you know this a little bit. So I have my 13-year-old son. He's kind of getting into that boxing world a little bit. Coach John, the professor down here in Daytona, has kind of shown him a few things. And I think you'll love this.
Way in.
He's making it. He's trying. He's trying. But this is all about you, Devin. I showed my 8-year-old son and my girls what you did with that jump rope, right? So we had one jump rope in the house, and I showed my kids your jump rope routine that Off the Hook posted on their socials, and all 3 of them wanted to do it, especially my 8-year-old. So I had to buy him a special jump rope. I had to buy him a kid's one on Amazon, came the next day. So it's funny, like, and I know you might not think this, but like what you do, you're showing the next generation, even my own kids who's 8 years old, trying to jump rope like Devin Cushing. So I just wanted to, express that to you, my man. Like what you're doing is helping the next generation of boxers out there.
I really appreciate it. That's very heartfelt for me. And man, it for me.
We're
losing him. Oh, I'm telling you, hopefully Devin comes back. He had this routine, like it was insane. It was like a Rocky Balboa routine. It was amazing. Like it's Off the Hook boxing on IG. Find it. I think he's back. There. Oh.
Am I back?
Maybe.
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
I'm sorry, man. I'm in these back to school, so.
Yeah, we're losing you. Hey, Devin Cushing, if you want to see him, that's all you get from him today. If you want to see him Saturday night at Off the Hook Boxing Series. Myself will be commentating on the show. I'm really lucky to do that. So that's Saturday night. There you go. There you go. I'm telling you, you got to see this routine. It was like he was doing that like jump, and he would swing it 3 times with one jump, like.
Oh, like doubles and triples.
It was insane. It was like crisscrossing it. Have you ever been a jump rope person?
I mean, I can do it. Like, I think every fighter has to like be able to jump rope a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not proficient by any means compared to a lot of these guys. No, like I can do like the swish, maybe a crisscross.
Oh, so I showed it to my kids, and my 8-year-old son was like, he's one of those kids. If he sees it, he wants to do it, and he's very determined. So he's like trying to do it. I'm like, son, that took probably Devin 5 years to do. Like that takes a lot of time. It's not going to take you one day. So we were jump roping all day yesterday. That's the new thing at the Van Auken house.
How many test run WWE moves, finishers have you had done in the house?
Too much. Okay. My wife,
No broken
my poor wife. So she, I'm a kid at heart. You know this, Elle. So like me and Dylan, we do too much wrestling. So she goes, hey, darling, like we shouldn't do this. And, he has a nice bed and it's a good bed. We wrestle on this bed. He's like, can you not wrestle on the bed anymore? You're like, you're right, darling. So we're in the living room and she goes out to the garage. My wife's cleaning the garage like the best wife like you can be. So I start wrestling Dylan in the living room on the couches, and Susie walks in at the worst time ever. I'm like upside down on the couch. My son's doing a wrestle move to you. She's like, I told you to do one thing, not wrestle. One time. Crazy.
Boys need to wrestle. Boys have to wrestle with their dads. It's a part of life.
Yeah, but it's like too much. And now like he's kind of trying to do it to the girls. I'm like, Dylan, you can't do it to the girls.
Taylor's pretty scrappy. I can see her giving it back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, Taylor can handle herself. By the way, we had a scrimmage soccer game last night. Our team scored 2 goals. Taylor Finn scored both goals. Okay. Just going to throw it out there. We got the next Mia Hamm on our hands,
Oh.
Yeah. She's and even some of the parents, cause like, we've connected with some of the parents for years after years. They're like, man, Taylor's looking good this year. I was like, hey man, she's like so strong and she's like physical with it. She's like a little tank. She's a little tank.
That kid in wrestling, Dave, you are missing a golden opportunity right now. Golden opportunity. Get that regression out.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're right. And we're not a bad idea. Let me write that down. Get Taylor
in wrestling.
Wrestling. Okay. All right. All right. So we got Devin Cushing Saturday night off the hook. I'll be there live. You're finishing up on Kevin Gastelum. I think you felt done with. There had a lot of good comments and questions. So we'll, that where the people started looking into it.
No, I think we summed it up. Honestly, I didn't even realize Devin was there. You should have told me to shut up way sooner.
Never. Your show, Al. I'll let you go. All right. So let's talk into it about Perth a little bit. You guys got Oberg or Dom. So it's funny. Dominic Reyes is the underdog, and I was leaning that way. And I've been good on. I had Diego Lopez. I've had 2 or 3 underdogs this year who I think I had Usman beating Buckley. I had some of these unks defeating the younger guy, and I feel like this is a little bit of that. It's the older veteran type, the young up-and-comer. But I did look into their strength of schedule, their resume lately. It's Oberg here in home. He hits hard. I think I'm going to stick with Oberg. I think I'm going with Oberg. I was on the fence. I'm going with Oberg on this one.
You know they're the same age?
Yes, I did. 34.
Yeah, Reyes is 35, but he's not old.
He's not.
And
Carlos been through it.
Young,
he's got C. Doesn't have CTE. He's got C.
I agree. The win over Jan Blachowicz, that does a lot for Yulberg here.
And Volkan, Oldesmere
is up and down.
He's a good mixed martial artist.
Menafield,
he's got power.
Dustin Jacoby though is a good win.
That's a great win.
Knocking out Krylov in round 1. Krylov has been I know he's not old, but he's been around a while. He's been a staple of that division. He has a win over Volkan Ozdemir and Ryan Spann. So it's I feel like they both have similar resumes. Jan Blachowicz is the best win on either resume. We can agree on that. But I think Jacoby is a solid win, especially it's how he was finished. He finished Jacoby too. Round 1 knockout, a guy who has great striking and a solid chin. Obviously, I agree with you. I agree that Anthony Smith was probably done at that point. And then the knockout over Krylov. I think it's my heart wants it to be Dominic Reyes. I just want to see him make this run.
Yeah.
I really do, because I felt I really thought he beat I thought he won the Jones fight. And I feel like that kind of it took so much wind out of his sails. So I'd really love to see him get that back,
Yeah.
And make a title run again. But if we look at his losses too, obviously he was on a tear, is undefeated when he fought Jones. Great fight with Jones, super close. Loses to Blachowicz, gets knocked out by Yuri Prohaska. 2 really, really good guys coming off of his first loss of his career. The only one that's kind of is Ryan Spann, where I know he got knocked out by Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann is one of those guys that sometimes shows up and looks world class and sometimes just doesn't. Mm-hmm. So I think we can accredit that to just saying Ryan Spann had a really good night, showed up,
Sure.
And maybe Reyes had not quite found his footing yet after the several knockouts, Yeah. And so he took some time off, came back, and I really do think he looks like the old Dominic Reyes.
I agree.
I agree with you. Carlos Yulberg is a tank.
Yeah, dynamite.
He's got so much power. And so I worry a little bit about that chin. I worry a little bit about Reyes's chin. However, I feel like this could be a really close fight. How steep are the odds?
No, it's pretty steep actually. So Oberg, the last thing I saw, Fight Bananas posted, it was Oberg is minus 260. So Dominic on the comeback is in that plus 215 range. So it's
I think there's
betting wise, I think I might lean Dominic. I just think, and this is my take, and like I said, I probably am rooting for Dominic Reyes to win this fight and keep this thing going. It's a great story. He's probably one fight away from a title fight if he wins this one. I think maybe you agree on this. I just think what he is not lacking, but what he's not the best at, Oberg, if he catches the chin, it's over. There's no coming back. And he's good at that.
LG, I'm not disagreeing with you that is a very real possibility, because he does have dynamite in those hands. And so it's and I do worry about Reyes's chin. So yes, there is a lot of danger of Dominic Reyes getting knocked out. But if he doesn't, this is a very winnable fight, skill for skill for him. So I think my heart just really wants Dominic Reyes to win, but my head says it's probably going to be Oberg.
Well, talking about someone with a lot of heart. This person has been on Fight Bananas multiple times, stepped in for you, Elle, for 2 weeks. She's done some live shows. She was with us in PFL. All heart. We love her here in Fight Bananas. Please welcome back to the show, Leah Dorchinez. What's up, Leah?
Hi, guys.
Hey, friend. How are you?
Good. How are you all?
Good. It's good to see you.
It's good to see y'all. I'm so excited.
We were just talking about that main event. Would love your 2 cents. Do you like the Unk and Dominic Reyes keep coming back and winning this, or do you like Oberg, the Australian, younger, more power guy, to get the win?
I'm going with Oberg.
Okay. Yeah.
I like Dom, and he is a vet. You know, he's been around.
Yeah.
He's seen a thing or two. He's fought some really big names. I would like to see him win for that alone, you know, because he is a name in the UFC like that. But I think Oberg is coming in hot and heavy.
I agree. I'm rooting for Dominic, but I think Oberg is going to get the win. And I'll be happy to be wrong. I'll be happy. There's another one. I think the same thing, like the Neil Magny versus Jake Matthews fight. I think that's very similar, Elle. I think Jake's the younger,
Matthews
more powerful
underrated guy. Very. Jake Matthews is a very underrated guy.
Yeah. I agree. But I also think and I know this sounds crazy because I think he's a future UFC Hall of Famer. I think Neil Magny's underrated as well. I think Neil is very good.
I'm
yeah,
with you.
I feel like Neil Magny will still beat guys that make big mistakes.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
Sure.
Like the Mike Malott fight. Like he made a very big mistake. You know. He was winning the fight and just, wasn't aware of where he needed to be. But I feel like Matthews is super tough. He wrestles well. He's got a good chin. He's not he throws good volume. He puts good combos together. I'm trying to find a path to victory for Magny. And I'm struggling to see it, if that makes sense.
I don't disagree, Leon. I know you were going to say something beforehand, so take it please after this. I don't see Neil Magny stopping Jake by any means. And I actually have Jake on this fight too, just to be perfectly just honest with you. I got Jake winning. I just think Neil could do the veteran thing. Lose round 1, is losing in round 2, kind of gets he hold them against the cage, a veteran submission attempt, gets close, and they kind of 2 judges give him round 2, and then round 3, control and just kind of like a veteran win, and doesn't put a lot of damage on Jake, but just gets the veteran win. I'm just throwing that out there.
I will say that the Elezu Zaleski win is solid. That's a good win. So I could see it, maybe.
Did I mess up on Oberg, guys? Is he not?
He's from Australia?
Yeah.
He's from New Zealand. I didn't even say it. I'm sorry. I would have said
Jake,
something.
my fault. So it's like calling an American Canadian. Okay. No, I appreciate that. Jake, good comment.
Don't be calling Michelle Australian. She'll get upset. She's a Kiwi too.
So wait. Say that again.
Michelle is from New Zealand. She's a
New
Kiwi.
Zealand. And that's not Australia.
It was a different country. It is close, but it is a different country.
Yeah, I should have paid attention more in school,
Plus, it's hard.
We'll get you a map, and then we'll get you a hooked on phonics list.
I would love a map on this wall right here. Dude, so
oh, no way. LG's from New Zealand. Nice. The New Zealand fan in the house.
So in around 2 weeks from now, it's our Susie and I's 10-year wedding anniversary. And she got me, so her and Taylor went to the Nike store. I don't know if you saw, I posted a picture of Taylor's brand new Nikes. They're amazing. They're the coolest thing. It's like hot pink. They're like Jordans with the hot pink in it. So cool. But they got me one of my present for the anniversary thing. And they're these sneakers, they're right here. I'm staring at them. I can't wait to wear them on Saturday night. Cannot wait to wear them.
You're not going to show us?
I know. I'm like, I need to see. I need a visual. He said, all right.
It's freaking cold here. Oh, yeah, you guys are opposite. You're in winter right now, aren't you? Or finishing up winter. Apparently, it's very cold in New Zealand.
So I always keep the box.
Dave takes very good care. Wow. Those are
Those
sick.
are fire.
They're different colors. I've never had sneakers like this.
Snatched. I've been seeing them a lot lately, and I didn't used to like them, but they've grown on me.
So I got all black. I got my jacket, sports coat over here. So I'm wearing all black, and then I just wear these guys.
Yeah, no, you have to wear all black with those shoes.
Yeah, oh, got to.
You can't mix any more colors in there.
Yeah, look at these. They're so. It's got like a metallic.
Those are Dave shoes.
Those are Dave shoes.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's a problem, guys.
My favorites for a long time have been your blue ones, but those might be my new favorites.
What blue ones?
Your blue ones. You just wore them.
Okay.
Oh, you have blue ones. That's why you don't know what I'm talking about. Where are you going?
He's got a show.
These guys?
These? No, you had other ones. They were cooler. I don't know shoes.
I know Jordans, and that's about it.
Those. I like those.
Those are fire.
Yeah, these are sick.
Those are real fire. The retro ones are probably my favorite Jordans.
The classics.
The classics. And anyone who ever looks at me and claims that they are dunks can get punched in the throat because they're not dunks. They're
You're
Jordans.
right,
They're Jordans.
You're right. This is my favorite show too, Christian. All right. We're going back. All right. So we'll go back to Perth in a second. Yeah, Michelle Montague's on it. I cannot wait. Other sports brands are available. I like that. Let's talk about probably the biggest story in mixed martial arts. Leah, I would love your take on it. Elle, I think I know what your take is on. Rafael Vazif, one half of the main event of UFC Rio, looks like got injured and is out of this fight. And it's Charles Oliveira versus a mystery man. Will headline Rio in Brazil. And multiple people, thinks even some at American Top Team put their name into the hat.
I know things, so can't finish your question.
What's going on? Who's going to face him? Him and Gamrot are going back and forth.
100% asked for that fight, and
okay.
What he said on X is definitely true. I do not think Charles wants that fight. That is a tough matchup for Charles, and he knows it. Like stylistically,
it is.
Like if I were Charles, I'd rather fight Diego Lopez too.
Okay, wait. Spoil you went too far in the book. You got to let's go chapter by chapter.
I don't know who's fighting him. I don't know who's fighting him.
No, not that.
Gamrot asked, and I know Charles said no. And when he was like, nobody wants to fight me, I know Gamrot was asking.
Do you blame Charles Oliveira for saying no?
I mean,
to Gamrot?
If there's another option, yes and no. I am a little bit tired of this happening in the lightweight division. I'm pretty tired of like your Gaethjes, your Oliveiras, like not being willing to fight more people in the top 10, 12, because a lot of these guys have been waiting for a shot for a long time. So I am getting a little bit frustrated with that, to be honest.
Yep.
If I'm Charles Oliveira, if the other option's a 45er, that's probably a better option for me.
Leah, same question. Are you okay with Charles Oliveira if he puts the squash on the Gamrot main event?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I don't think it's gonna happen. For some weird reason, my gut says it's just not gonna happen. I think it's more likely that Diego steps in or he doesn't fight at all, which I think is insane. But we're going to see, I'm just a girl. I don't know a whole lot, but the way that it's going right now, and we're less than 3 weeks out. Yeah. That's so tough.
I think
Gamrot can make the weight. I don't know if Moicano somebody asked about Moicano. I don't know if his name was in the ring, to be honest. I haven't talked to him yet. I saw Gamrot and he was like, I want that fight. I am asking for that fight. but I don't know about Moicano, to be honest. I haven't seen him yet.
I say it all the time. Like every scenario, there's timing and reasons behind everything. You can't just go out in America and go shoot someone. But if someone breaks into your house and is going to harm your family, you can shoot them, right? Like there's just scenarios. The Oliveira, if he wants to, my analogy is if he wants to headline, it's on my mind. Okay. A lot of it's on my mind, I guess. Charles Oliveira, my point is beggars can't be choosers. If he is on this, he wants to be on the main event of Rio, you need a headline main event. If it's Gamrot, you have to say yes or move on. Like, and then for him to be like, hey guys, there's no one to fight me. No, Gamrot said yes. Like, I know it's a bad matchup and I know it's harder and not what he was going for. And there's a little part of me to get it. I don't like him saying no. It's weird to me. I'm usually not like that. I don't like him saying no to Gamrot. Don't like it.
We've been losing a lot of main events lately too. Like we lost Cop off of that's a couple flyweight ones actually. We had like 2 really solid flyweight main events for fight nights that both like we lost both of them. They both kind of ended up just being like okay. I feel like if the UFC is putting the responsibility on you of fighting in a main event, you have a greater responsibility.
Totally great.
Somebody else who's on just somewhere on the card, in my opinion. I
totally agree. Like he's the headliner of Rio, and they really don't have. And I know looks like they're in a matchup. Luque and Joe Alvarez. Joe Alvarez is after leaving the lightweight division, not wanting to fight someone we might know and love, and moving up to welterweight and fighting in Brazil. Like that's a good fight. It's not a headline fight by any means for Rio. Charles Oliveira, there's I think you said the perfect word, like a responsibility of like, hey man, Rafael Vaziev is not an easy fight either. I get it. He's more of a striker. I totally understand. But like you're one half of the main event of probably a sold out arena kind of because of you. Like there's a Spider-Man's uncle said it. With great power comes great responsibility. Like he has the responsibility of taking that fight. Leah, agree?
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think he's going to fight Gamrot.
Do you think
he will either? I think he should.
Yeah.
Do you think also, and then if Leah, if you think he's not going to fight Gamrot, does he stay on that card? Do you think they're going to do Diego versus Charles?
So I reposted the poster that Fight Bananas made about Diego versus Oliveira, and I got some messages, but I was going to get some hate. And I was like, listen, I am a fan of both boys. Do not ever get it twisted. But it goes back to like Oliveira fighting Topuria, and everyone's heart's getting broken like mine because I am an Oliveira fan. Oh, that sounded so country. I am an Oliveira fan. My twin came out. And if Diego beats Oliveira, what does that look like? So, I think in any instance, if Oliveira loses, whoever he fights, obviously that's just devastating because he's Charles Oliveira, okay? Like Du Bronx, he is the man. But I would just like to see a good fight, the same way I wanted to see a good fight when he fought Ilya. That was way too quick. I want to see Charles' skills, be put more to the test versus just being damn knocked out. I think Diego Lopez would be a good matchup. I think Gamrot would be a great matchup. Something in my gut tells me that Gamrot is not it. Regardless on whose side that is, who says no, who says yes, whatever, money, politics, all that good stuff. Moicano, I think he's just...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're okay. I just think that Moicano is just hungry and he's willing to put his name in the hat for whoever he can. Much respect for that, but I think Charles would take Moicano. Now, I don't know why, but I think it's just Charles is more prepared if that were to be the case, if it were more Moicano.
Style-wise?
Hey, real quick, Leah, I just got a message. I'm going to boot you out and then come back in. I just got a message that you're like blurry. So
yeah,
I'm going to kick you out and then come back in and see if it comes in clear.
Okay.
Thanks, friend.
a little blurry on my end too.
Okay, I saw it for a second, and then I got a message. I was like, okay, yeah, it's probably just
connectivity issues.
Yeah. There's a major risk for sure. But
if we're looking at, here's my issue with Diego. The lightweight rankings have been so held up for so long. Cash is in love, by the way. Cash is in love with Leah.
Hey, we respect the Cash.
She doesn't.
Leah leaves, I leave. Cash, where she's coming back. Relax, dude.
Cash says if Leah leaves,
no blurriness. Look at that. She looks amazing. Cash.
Look at that.
Dude, you're a massive fan here, Leah.
Cash is in love.
Fan.
Okay. Here's my caveat. If we look at what size are those picture frames? I have no idea. I'm sorry, personal stash. They're enough to fit 9 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Here's my issue with Diego taking this fight. The lightweight rankings they've been held up for a while because we had Islam, and Islam is still ranked there because he hasn't fought at welterweight yet.
Right. He will.
Why? But why is he still in the rankings? So you still have Islam there. You have Max Holloway just moved up. Ilya just moved up. You still haven't had much movement in the top 5. And so if Diego, like you said, what does that look like? If Diego beats Charles Oliveira, what does that do to the rankings? Do they boot Charles way down the rankings? Probably not. And maybe they should, but it just keeps the division not moving along. And I just obviously I'm biased. I have personal interest in the movement of the lightweight division because of my husband, but I just want to see these guys from 8 to 15 get their shots. I want to see more movement from those guys trying to fight up, other than Rafael Fiziev, because he gets every fight. I just would like to see somebody else get an opportunity there. So I don't want it to be Diego for that reason, but from a fan's perspective, I agree with you, Leah. I think that fight's really fun.
Real quick, I think you will love this, El. There was a Dominic Cruz article for another MMA website, and he talked about the rankings, and actually Brendan Schaub did this big thing on it today on the show, on Monday's show, and I watched it. I thought it was great. A lot of what you're saying, El, is true, and it's very factual, but and this is Dominic Cruz saying it, and I completely agree with him. The rankings is the biggest sham in probably UFC more than anything. It doesn't matter.
The only one that matters is the one with the champ next to his name.
You just need to be the champ. Paddy Pimblett was the fight to be in the lightweight division. Didn't matter if he was 14, 12, or 8, and he beat Michael Chandler. That is 5. The biggest card of MMA of UFC history is happening in June at the White House. And I'm telling you guys, the headline's going to be Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. 2 unranked guys. It doesn't matter. The rankings don't matter.
He's 12. I said he's ranked still. He's 12. They might boot him out after that.
But my point is, it doesn't. I just think more than anything on the whole Charles Oliveira side of it is, and if Diego steps up and if he really says no to Gamrot, it is what it is. I would rather see Gamrot just because I think it's good for the division. The rankings, I'm just about. I just think it's Charles Oliveira for headlining the card. Again, he's on the poster. He's selling the tickets. It's a responsibility. He's going to get paid the most money, by the way, on this card. He deserves it, and it's his responsibility. And his guy got hurt. It stinks. To fight, you have a dance. You hear about it all the time. It's a dance partner. His dance partner can't make it. He shouldn't be able to pick and choose who he wants to dance against. It's not his spot to do that. So that's where I stay with that.
This card needs that fight.
Yes. It's not a great card. Dude, it wouldn't be a Fight Banana show without Dakota Ditchva sighting. So I want Dakota Ditchva on Valentine at the White House. No chance. She fights for the professional fight league, guys. She doesn't fight.
I believe she's contracted with them through 2026. That's set in stone. So
yeah.
If we see her in the UFC, it will not be next year, unfortunately. Also, you can't have 2. You can have at least one American in the fight.
Right.
We kind of claim Dakota now. She's pretty Floridian.
I know, that's so funny. That is like we say Jillian's American too, right?
I was like, you're not Canadian. You're Floridian now.
27. Oh yeah, Jake actually might be right though.
What?
Might be 27.
What was in response to what? Oh,
Dakota,
2027.
2027.
That might be it.
You might be.
I thought it was the end of next year, but you might be right, Jake.
Does anyone else move from the PFL to the UFC? Thad Gene could. Thad Gene could be a star.
Yeah, I could see, and I could definitely see a few of the people who were under the Bellator banner.
Yeah,
making the move this year.
Older guys.
I think we'll see a few more for sure. Yeah. Like some old champs and stuff like that. I would expect to see come over.
So right now, Leah, you can spread your magic wand. Who fights Charles Oliveira in the main event? Your choice.
I'm gonna go with Diego.
Okay. L, magic wand. Who does Charles Oliveira face?
It's probably going to be Diego.
Not probably. Who do you want? Who do you want?
I want? Oh, I get to pick. It's Gamrot.
Okay.
Gamrot. It makes sense. He's number 8.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. But you're right. It's going to be Diego.
Gosh.
And I think it does, like, that does more for the fans, too. Like, people love Diego Lopez right now.
People love Diego Lopez.
Any chance it's Roofy? No way.
No.
He just got smashed by Benoit Saint-Denis. He can't. He's way too big to make the weight short notice, and he's 15 right now. That makes no sense.
No.
And it's just almost, it's bad. I hate to say this. You ready? If Diego wins, like Diego's a star and he's winning, he's beaten almost everyone except for Volkanovski, which is a great fight, by the way. Go watch that fight again. That fight was awesome. Dude, I like it, Raymond. I like it. There we go. Diego Lopez's trademark. I like it. So it's good either way. Ruffy, like you said, just got smashed by Benoit Saint-Denis. You don't want him to beat Charles Oliveira. It's almost bad if he beats Oliveira. It's like both guys have negative kind of like, ooh, that's
way more risk. If he loses to Gamrot's respected very well in the division, established, has great wins. If he like slips on a banana peel, gets caught, spinning wheel kicked by Roofy, that tanks Oliveira right now. I agree.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Guys, I think Gillian Robertson's Wi-Fi is in a bad shape right now, so I think she's not going to be able.
Yeah, you froze. You froze again. No regrets.
Am I frozen?
No, you're good.
You're good. I didn't realize that was Diego Lopez's thing. I thought I with LG. I thought he was doing the achieve, believe thing that Michael Bisping.
Oh, but you didn't know this was Diego's thing?
Yeah, I thought that's what we were doing. That was my bad.
As soon as I said Jillian's Wi-Fi is out, mine went out. That's amazing. Okay, so a couple more things, and maybe we'll get Grant here in a couple of minutes, 15, 20 minutes, whenever he feels good.
How do you want him? He asked me, do you want me at 2?
Yeah, maybe like 2:10, because that Grant will be the end to 2:30. So I got 2 more things for both of you guys, especially you, Leah. Is one, I saw your comment. So yesterday was the first ever face off for Jake Paul and Tank Davis. It's crazy. Like I said the wrong word like weeks ago when Elle and I talked about this. I am a huge capitalist person. Make the money in America any way possible. God bless you. We live in a world. If someone offers you money to pick up a pile of bricks, pick it up and take it. It is what it is. I just think it's like there becomes a time when it's such a sideshow circus. It's like, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Like, I can never see Tank or Jake the same way again. Both.
Dave's frozen again. It's you go. Yeah, you go.
I can't stand this fight. And seeing that face off yesterday, it was like watching a train wreck for me. I literally was like, ew, Paul is so much bigger than him. This does not make sense. It's going to make money. That's the only thing about it.
Dallas, so it makes sense.
And that's it. But like, I don't know. I guess that's just me being like a fight fan. I'm not a huge I'm learning, but like I'm not really into these exhibition fights and like the whole song and dance and everything like that. I want to see a good fight. I want to see people get bloody. I want to see people get knocked out. And Tank versus Paul is just, it's a joke to me. And after seeing them face off yesterday and seeing the size difference right there, I'm out. I'm out. You will not see me paying for any Paul fights and being excited for anything like that. It's just not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah. Elle?
I'm with you. We've had this conversation before. I'm not a fan of the combat sports gimmicks.
Right.
I want more real shows. I want more shows like Island Fights. I want more LFAs. I want more high-level regional MMA because I think that's what helps the sport. I'm not a boxing person, so I don't have many opinions on the state of boxing promotions. But I will say this, I agree 100% with Devin Cushing. I think every time we see a not real boxing fight or we don't see the best guys fight each other at boxing, it leaves a sour taste in MMA fans' mouths because we don't really have to experience that with the UFC. And so it's like, I don't like celebrity fights. I don't want to watch YouTubers fight. I will commend Jake Paul because I do think he has become a pretty good boxer. Like if he was not famous in the way he is and he was just a guy with his level of experience, we would be impressed that he's fighting ex-professional fighters for his 4th boxing match. However, because of who he is, obviously he has unlimited money, so he can get world-class training. He's become a decent boxer. I would kind of like to see him take a real boxing match. Yeah. And I understand that nobody's going to pay to watch him box just a random guy that's at a reasonable level for him who is his size. Mm-hmm. But I would respect him more if he did, but it probably wouldn't sell. So I kind of get why they're doing that. It's totally separate to me. I don't even really pay attention to it, to be honest with you. It's not in my combat sports world.
But it's crazy about and maybe there was no UFC this past weekend. Maybe that had a little bit to deal with it. Their face-off, it was everywhere. Like I couldn't get away from it. Like every MMA channel, like MMA Fighting is showing the face-off. And I think MMA Junkie was there. Like they're there in New York. They're about to be in Miami, I think today or tomorrow. If I didn't have plans, like I was debating about going. Like it's crazy good content, but it's wild. It's there. All right, let's talk about something that we will watch. The whole world will watch. Probably going to be the most watched MMA event in the history of the sport. June, White House, a lot over the last 5 days since we've talked on last Tuesday. We saw all the pictures. We saw Grant Dawson's mug up there and all the brand new drawings under the wrong name. With all that being said,
I'll let it slide. I think they just used AI to render it. They didn't want to make promises to anybody, so that's probably why it was somebody's picture with a different.
They're like, hey, who's the 2 whitest looking American guys ever? Like, yeah, that's Grant Dawson.
Field and Grant Dawson.
Yeah, that's middle America. That's you. Let's get you on stage. But where I'm going with this, it is. They literally had Conor McGregor on Fox News. Dana's talked about it. Dana keeps on pushing it. I know it's June. I know it's so far away, but it looks like it's going to be Conor McGregor headlining this card. It's crazy. If right now, September 23rd, percentage on Conor McGregor headlining this card, Elle, what's your percentage?
I don't know. I'm so
37. 37.
Thank you, Leah.
There you go. That's a good amount. Here's my thing. So John Jones isn't reliable enough. I don't disagree with that. But how is Conor McGregor any more reliable than John Jones at this point?
No.
So what's your percentage?
30%.
Okay, 30. I'm gonna make a post on this.
I'm slightly less confident than Leah.
And so I'm gonna put Conor McGregor at 37. I'm gonna put John Jones at 40.
Okay.
We're not rolling with people who obviously are active in any way, shape, or form in the fight game, and are retiring and coming back and retiring and coming back. I mean, Like, what? Make it make sense.
You ready for this one? And Elle, you probably didn't see this coming. My percentage on Conor McGregor headlining this card is 100%. It is a done deal. There is no way he's not headlining this card. Like, we went too far. We're too far. Dana's talked about it. Fox News, America's talked about it. And you ready for this one? And you guys maybe disagree. If he doesn't do it, then it's over. Like, it is over. If he ever wants to box again, bare knuckle, whatever he wants to do, he's got 2 fights on his UFC deal. He needs to make these 2 fights happen so he can then do whatever he wants. If he never fights on this card, Dana will go like, no, like I'll just put you on the bench forever. He will headline this card. 100%.
I hope you're right, because I feel like they're going to try to make it happen, because it is, I 100% disagree with you, SG. Conor McGregor will always be a draw. It really, it doesn't matter. Like, do you remember he was out for a year and a half, and every press conference, every single reporter was still asking Dana White, when is Conor McGregor coming back? There is, I don't, maybe Chandler by himself isn't a draw anymore, but anybody versus McGregor is a draw. And the reason why it should be Chandler is he's this all-American wrestler. He'll do the trash talk. He'll go back and forth with McGregor, and it'll be a huge press conference. That's why it makes sense.
Ginormous. In front of the Lincoln Memorial, they will face off, and Conor McGregor will push Michael Chandler, and there will be a scrummish up there. I see it. I already see it.
I like that.
So now that I think about it, do you guys think this is why Conor dropped out of the presidential race over in Ireland?
I was going to bring that up. Like that, I think probably because he wasn't taking it that seriously, but also if he has plans to fight again, that does bode well for us as fans to see him do that. I was going to bring that up too. I think that's a very good point.
Yeah. That was funny in itself. But then whenever I saw that he dropped out, it didn't click until just now. I was like, well, maybe he is trying to lock it in and be serious to come back next year, which I am, and people can throw stones at me and unfollow me, whatever. I'm a huge Conor McGregor fan, but I'm also realistic, and he is batshit crazy, and he's got a lot of different ventures and things and personal things and whatever else in the media. But I'm a Conor McGregor fan through and through. I stand by my boy in the fight world. But I would like to see him fight again. I just like, let's just hope it's all smooth sailing, because injuries and broken bones and whatever else and lawsuits and things that pop up. Like, there's just so much to gamble with between now and next year. I don't know.
No, there's so much drama surrounding. And I think we should be clear to the people in the comment section. I'm not a Conor McGregor fan.
Yeah, I'm not a Conor McGregor fan at all anymore. But he's going to headline the card.
But I don't think you guys understand the fan base and the draw that he is. Maybe the super fans are over Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
But most of the fans are not. Right. Most of the fans will never be over Conor McGregor.
Nope.
I'm being serious. And it's not because I super love him. It's just because of who he is and what he's done in and for the sport. He will never not be a draw. Same with John Jones.
Yeah, the super fans, guys, on June 4th or 6th, whenever this happens, are going to watch this regardless. So now what the UFC is trying to do in America and CBS and Paramount Plus, they're like, hey, how can we get Johnny, who doesn't watch the UFC anymore? Or how can we get Sarah, who's heard about it but has never seen a whole show? They're going to grab Conor McGregor.
You can say he's not a draw all you want, but you're wrong. Like,
he's the biggest draw in our sport. And I say this all the time. I don't understand why I've never came off this argument. I love so many fighters and I want good for fighters. If Grant Dawson gets on this card and if Conor McGregor's the headline, that is amazing for Grant Dawson. Why? Because 88 million people are going to watch, and Grant's going to be on the prelims, and he's going to beat a top 15 guy, and Grant will say something funny on the mic, maybe about his lovely wife, Elle. Like, Like, that's good for Grant. If Gillian gets on the card, so on and so on and so on, whoever. If Conor McGregor is fighting, that's good for so many people. It's good for Fight Bananas. Like, I'm telling you guys, I see all the metrics. We had to post about it because he kind of was everywhere. It's good for us. I'm sorry.
We remember, guys, we post a post about somebody we think is world class versus a post about Conor McGregor that hasn't fought in a million years.
Yeah.
Promise you, the Conor McGregor post is the one that gets all the attention on our pages.
And I would rather not. No one, I don't think there's another media outlet out there that posts more about the 22nd ranked fighter, man or female, about just a good fight, about technique or skills or whoever it is. I don't know, just any fighter.
This is definitely not happening, Jake. She said it's not happening. She's like, I have no desire to fight again. But I really hope that doesn't happen. Like,
I think also too, it's Kayla and Amanda at that show. Like, why put Ronda on it? You kind of overpower that. It's Kayla and Amanda's turn.
And who would Ronda fight? Because there's no way she's fighting a title. I mean, that could make sense, actually.
Misha Tate. Just
if you're gonna put her on that card, you have that. There's old rivalry there.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but I don't think that's happening. And I think she's been pretty like. People have asked if she's going to come back for it, and she was like, I'm not doing MMA anymore, I'm pretty sure. I've seen her say that. I don't know if that's changed recently, but I've seen her quoted saying that.
The last thing about the White House, and Leah, we'll let you run after this. We'll get Grant on, and then we'll probably call it a show, is do you think that this card at the White House is going to do you think the fight card is going to be as big or as impactful that Dana's talking about? Dana said, hey, it's going to be the best card ever. It's going to be the biggest card ever. Do you foresee that happening, or do you think it's going to be like a little overblown? We'll get a big fight or two, maybe even Conor and John even up top, but the rest of the card will be so-so? Or do you think, the UFC is going to make this the biggest card in our sports history?
I think it has to be the biggest.
Okay.
To be at the White House and to put and invest all of this money into this, it has to be big.
Yeah.
Now, who that is and who's going to be on that card, TBD. But it has to be big names. It has to be good matchups, and it has to make sense. That's just my.
And it has to be American.
Yes.
It needs to be an America heavy card. We need some Sean Brady's and Grant Dawson's and
Joe Pfeiffer, Bo Nichols. I got a fight for you, Al. I think you'll like this one. No one's ever said this fight. And I thought about it when you said American, and I think it has to be. So remember UFC 300, they kind of plugged Max Holloway in the Justin Gaethje fight. And that was the people's main event. It was the highlight of UFC 300. At UFC White House, I think they're going to do Max Holloway versus Sugar Sean O'Malley for the BMF title.
That actually would be awesome.
Thank you.
That would be.
That's a good matchup.
That's a great matchup.
All right, see everyone next week.
Holloway wins, but that's just me.
Yeah, he probably does, but I just think the poster is incredible. The fight style is incredible. Sean doesn't have to cut weight, kind of get him on the card, let him just bang. I think the fight's incredible.
Yeah. No, wait. At what weight though?
155.
You think they're going to do O'Malley at lightweight?
Yeah. I don't think Max is going down to 145 anymore.
So like, why do O'Malley? That's too big of a jump. It's too big of a jump.
Mm-hmm.
If it was 45, but Max can't make 45 anymore. No,
so who would Max fight then?
I take that back. I don't support this anymore.
Right.
Right.
That's politics for you. That's politics.
Do you get the rematch with Gaethje?
You could. I mean, that's a pretty American fight right there. I do think O'Malley needs to be on the White House card. I will say that. Like, if Corey Sandhagen somehow beats Merab, which I don't see happening, but if Corey Sandhagen beats Merab, you immediately do O'Malley Sandhagen on that White House card. 100%. I think he needs to be there, but you can't now. You can't do him at 55. That would be irresponsible, Dave.
How about Max Holloway, Nate Diaz?
Once again, at what weight? Nate Diaz is like 190.
The chances of Nate Diaz coming back are lower than Conor McGregor in my.
I agree with that. Leah, I totally agree with that. I'm
I
making that
he's
post.
solid.
37%.
don't want to
30
see
for L.
it.
I think it's gonna be something wonky. I see Max Holloway versus someone we're not thinking of right now.
Yeah. You wanna
Dude, how about this? How about no, same thing with Corey. I was gonna say
he
you
said,
could
he
do
said Max Holloway and O'Malley at lightweight.
Grant Dawson has entered. the
Has
chat.
entered the
Good,
chat.
Dawson.
He said O'Malley here. Just put this one.
Dude.
O'Malley and Max Holloway at lightweight for the BMF for the White House card.
Say that
Too
again.
big of a jump.
Say that again.
Max Holloway,
Okay.
Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley.
I know.
Yeah.
At lightweight is ridiculous. It's too big of a jump.
At 45, I can see it.
But Max can't make 45.
I don't think Max can make it anymore.
I disagree. I think Max Holloway could make 135 because that man is so disciplined and so tough. I'm dead serious. He looked huge against Gaethje, made 145, not 146, 140, no problem
That's true.
against Ilia
Ilia.
Topuria, and looked good until Ilia Topuria does what Ilia Topuria does. Did what Ilia Topuria
Maybe you
does.
do it at 45 then. If it's at 45,
I'm just saying-
for it.
I'm just saying.
He's got so much money though to make that cut. Like he would have to. People.
He would pay him so well for that. For him and O'Malley.
I think you do O'Malley versus somebody we're not thinking about. I heard you say.
If Sandhagen beats Marab, obviously you do O'Malley Sandhagen. I don't think he will beat Marab.
I think you do O'Malley. Maybe not as the main event, but you do O'Malley versus Sandhagen,
Regardless.
whether he wins or loses. That's an amazing
That's
fight.
true. It makes
That is
sense
the
either way.
I think the two most technical strikers when it comes to distance.
Right.
Two most best strikers distance-wise, other than maybe prime Israel Adesanya. That's what I would look for as like a co-main event for some type of title that doesn't matter. The most American striker. I don't know. Not the BMF, but some type of, gimmicky belt. They can do whatever they want. It's the White House card, and I'm for it because it is such an
What
amazing.
if they make an American belt?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually love that idea. Make an American championship.
I hate to say this. I hate to say this. I don't think if you have an American championship, you cannot use O'Malley versus
Sandhagen.
Sandhagen. Thank you so much. Sandhagen, they're great men. They're strong. They're not like when you think of America and a fighter,
You don't think
I
of
hate
either
to
of
say
them.
this, you think of Michael Chandler. You think of Justin Gaethje. You think of,
No, you have McGregor versus Chandler for the American championship, and McGregor wins. Oh no!
yeah, it would be two Americans. I don't know. You go Sean Brady. Give me Sean Brady and Buckley. Give me Sean Brady and Buckley,
that
for
should
the
be on that
American
card.
championship belt.
That
By
should
the way,
be
Grant, a
amazing.
guy named LG wants to train with you at American Top Team. He thinks he will do really well against you. So there you go, LG. Welcome. We'll
All
Mike
sorts-
Bananas will buy you a plane ticket if we can record what Grant Dawson does to you in the training room. Okay.
Get fucked, nerd.
Up too late.
Unbelievable. There's only one Grant Dawson, guys. Lee, are you good to stay? You want to go? What's your?
I'll hang out.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we were just talking about the White House. I know we're gonna do Banana Blitz. Buckley just doesn't deserve a fight. Guys, think about it. This is June.
Not deserved.
So
He
Buckley could win 2 more times before June. Like,
If Buckley does what Buckley does, he could have 7 more wins.
yeah, like we had a long time. We have a long time. So
I just think an American like Sean. Okay. We're not even
Pfeiffer,
thinking about
Joe Pfeiffer
Pfeiffer.
would be a great.
Throw Pfeiffer on there.
Kevin Holland should be on that card. Like there's
How
so
about
many options.
Piper versus Holland.
Love
Ooh.
Love it.
Bo Nickel should be on that card.
Pfeiffer versus Bo Nickel. Ooh.
They look the same too.
They look the same. We talked about that. Yeah.
One of them looks like the other's evil twin. I don't know which one's the good twin and which one's the evil twin, but if you put them, like you cut their faces in half,
Yeah.
put them
We did
together, they almost look like the same person.
We did it. That's a full sugar cola too. This guy's
I'm
crazy.
eating a Coke Zero
It's my
today.
8th one today too.
Dude, you gotta relax.
Crazy.
Your 8th Coke today?
Can I?
Breakfast of champions right here.
Sins and code. Can I ask you guys a question? Because I'm very mixed on this before we do Banana Blitz. If we think America, we definitely think of Sean Strickland. For me, he fits the whole like lead up, but also he's not always the most exciting fighter in the fight itself. And I feel like this card is an opportunity to get new MMA fans. And I feel like they need to match me for this, like just bangers.
Yeah.
So that's a great point.
About Strickland being on this card.
Joe Pyfer is fighting Abus, I believe.
Abus Montgomery.
I don't know if he's going to win. I have no clue who's going to win that fight. I think it's a very competitive fight. If he wins, give me Sean Strickland versus Joe Pyfer for the most American mother effer belt. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the most American guy. That's it.
I expect Sean Strickland to just walk out to a bald eagle screeching.
Yeah.
Like that should be his walkout music.
Bad versus Chael Sonnen. Dude, I'm telling you, let's bring out everyone. Chael.
If Chael, I would
Chael Sonnen in a Speedo.
I love
Chael. Have a Venom Speedo made for him.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
Just got choked to sleep in a grappling match versus Craig Jones.
So did Benson Henderson with arm on to sleep.
Yeah, for sure. That was like an arm triangle though. Like there's no dishonor in getting arm triangle.
There is dishonor in getting
No. It's a real move. It's very easy to defend if you know it's coming. Just put your elbow in.
This question is just for not bad actually. I'll take it. Dude, John Anik is as big as my hip. Okay, I would smash John Anik. All right.
Maybe we have two like commentary booths. You know, John Anik and Dave, and then like whoever gets the most listens.
Whoever says the most names wrong wins.
I will be the universal champion of that. We're making artwork on this, Grant. So here it's up to you. We asked Leah, Elle, and myself the percentage on Conor McGregor headlining the UFC White House card right now, September 23rd. What is the percentage of Conor McGregor headlining this card?
8.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Leah said 37. Elle said 30. That should be a T-shirt, actually.
Really?
That should be the next Fight Banana shirt.
We just need to get a Fight Banana shirt, and it's like everybody we've had on the show, but their name is spelled how Dave pronounced it. It's like Mochiano, Money Mochiano.
That was one time. It's Moicano. Okay.
What do you call Alex Pereira? Alex Pereira?
Alex Pereira.
And then it'll be Marab, and then just dot.
No, I smash Marab Dvalishvili. Okay, that one I nail.
How is that the name you get? That's the one you pick,
but not Moicano.
That's the one you pick.
So
if I hear the name 10 times, I'm pretty good at it. I just got to hear it, like Nurmagomedov, Makhachev, Dvalishvili. Dude, that's why Grant Dawson's my favorite. It's like, dude,
it's the easiest name.
I can't mess it up.
Mia Chandler for the most American belt.
There we go.
Ooh. Dude, how cool would have an American belt? Like it's all red, white, and blue with eagles on it and fireworks and beer.
Get an American flag tattoo.
Oh,
Budweiser.
No loser.
Here we go.
Even better.
Say this name.
Can you say it for me one time?
No. You got it.
Mateusz Rembecki.
Mateusz Rebeski.
Close.
Another name on the shirt.
Oh gosh. I got a commentary gig Saturday night in Biloxi. They just called me 2 days. They're like, hey, you're gonna be there Friday. I'm like, no, I have a wrestling event in Orlando with my 2 boys. Colin just turned 13. It's his birthday present. So I'm going to Orlando, coming back home, driving to Biloxi through the night so I can commentate a show. So dude, LG, I'm telling you, Fight Bananas will buy you a plane ticket. Just spar with Grant Dawson for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I'm not asking for a whole thing. Just we'll tape it. That's all I ask. Plane ticket and a hotel. I'll buy you a hotel.
He's on one.
I know. Okay. All right, here we go. Are we ready for Banana Blitz? Aaliyah, have you ever done a Banana Blitz or have you ever seen our Banana Blitz?
I don't think so.
This is probably the worst card to make you do this for the first time.
I know. I feel bad.
No, honestly, I was looking at it earlier and
it's a little rough.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you feel good about something, you jump in. If not, we'll just keep passing. Grant and Elle will dissect this card magnificently. All right, we're starting it at 2:20 p.m. So timestamp that. There we go. All right, we're doing Banana Blitz. We haven't done this in a couple weeks, maybe up to a month. This is where we kind of break down the card of UFC Perth, main evented by Olberg and Dominic Reyes. So, Leo, we'll start with this. I got 7 questions. The first one, what is the most hyped fight on UFC Perth? Elle, we'll start with you and go with Grant. Leah, like I said, if you got one, jump into it. If not, we'll let it roll.
I mean, it's obviously the main event. I don't think there's really any other fight on this card that's like has a lot of enough name value to contend with Yolberg versus Reyes. You have a guy who fought John Jones versus a guy who's been on an absolute tear to beat a former champion.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I'm going to also say the main event, but for a different reason, because then people will know this card is almost over. I'm kidding.
Oh, my goodness.
Not the best card, but I'm sure if you...
This card is going to be better than UFC Noche. Boom. Hot take. Hot take. Right. Leah, are you most hyped for the main event, or is there another fight on the card?
Are you okay?
I wasn't a big Noche fan. I was really disappointed with it. I don't know.
Great
It was a
card.
great card.
I loved it.
No, the main event was awesome.
Happy.
It was a good card.
Awesome.
Oh,
It was all bangers.
Jared Gordon versus Garcia wasn't a banger.
You're right, Dawson. You're right. I'm just messing. Dude, Magny versus Matthews?
It's an interesting fight. It's not the most hyped, but
Jimmy Crute in the co-main?
No, the main event.
2-2. That's crazy.
All right. Here we go. It's a question for you. The answer shouldn't be the main event, I would assume. What's an underrated banger on this card?
I'm gonna say Jack Jenkins
that's
and
fine.
Ramon Tavares.
That's a
Sorry.
good fight.
Nope. I have another one.
Ramon Tavares, he's a Jacksonville guy. He's a Florida guy.
Yeah.
He's off to like an okay. I think he's like 1-1. Okay, start in the UFC. I do think Jack Jenkins is going to get this done. It's Tavares' first time up at 45, so we don't really know. He missed weight a couple times at 35. However, Jack Jenkins is always fun, and I do think Tavares comes to fight. So whether I think he can beat Jenkins or not, I think it'll be fireworks for as long as he can take those leg kicks.
Love it. Grant?
I love that answer. I think there's an equal. So if you didn't pick that one, I was going to pick the other one. I'm going to go with Tom Nolan. Versus, Can I finish a sentence, please?
Sorry.
No wonder you can't pronounce names right. She doesn't let you finish the freaking
Thank
name.
you, Grant. Thank you. This is what I got to work with. it.
I think Tom Nolan is really, really good. I think he's super underhyped, and I think Charlie Campbell always comes to fight. He was in an absolute banger with Chris Duncan, who's always in a good fight. But that is the fight that I am looking forward to, and it's in my weight class, so maybe a little bit of biasism there. But yeah, I think Tom Nolan has a very bright future, and Charlie Campbell always comes to fight, so I'm excited about that one.
I love both of those fights. And by the way, you just said Chris Duncan. Tell me Chris Duncan shouldn't be on this White House card, right?
Yeah, if you're going just an exciting, not American.
Yeah, we need Duncan.
Yeah, get him in there versus somebody who throw him and Roofy.
First fight of the night.
Tell me him and Roofy wouldn't be.
Be like, hey boys, open up the card. Yeah. Let him go. Like it. Any underrated banger for you, or are you good on those two choices?
I'm gonna go with what SG said. Elliott versus Nicholas.
Mikhail.
Thank you. I'm on Dave's team with mispronouncing people's names.
Oh, look at the spreads.
Wasn't Elliott Chael Sonnen's boy? Am I right on that, guys?
Oh, well,
yeah.
Never heard of it.
I'm not sure if he's Chael. He's good.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
he's Elliott's 12-3. Jonathan is 8-1. I think it's a good matchup.
All right. What's a guaranteed finish at UFC Perth?
You want to go first?
Well, I would say Nolan versus Charlie, but I'm gonna. Jimmy Crute versus Ivan.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Both those guys, bangers.
They throw.
I know I kind of just teased Ivan a little bit about being 0-2 in the UFC, but he is actually a very good fighter, and he is super exciting. Jimmy Crute always coming forward. I like both of these guys.
Grant, that was a pretty good answer. El, before you go, I think Jake Nichols has the correct answer. You want me to show you this, El, before you say it? Michelle Montague, rear naked choke. Book it right now.
No, I agree. I expect her to get this done inside the distance against Luana Carolina. I think she has the far superior wrestling, which is something we've seen her struggle with. But what? Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at your significant other. All right.
Yes, superior wrestling.
Yeah, I think so too.
Done inside the distance. So
isn't she 6-0 with 6 rear naked chokes?
I don't know. She has all rear naked chokes, but she has a lot of finishes. And she is
maybe you should know your teammates' stats, maybe.
And she will wrestle. She will come to wrestle. Let's see. I will get the stats.
Yeah, Grant?
I love Michelle. I think she is a phenomenal fighter. And I think that she is going to dominate this fight.
There you go.
But betting on a women's fight to not go the distance is kind of like going to the roulette table and saying red 13. Yeah, it could happen. But probably not. I'm going to say unanimous decision, Michelle.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to go with you and say Michelle rear naked choke. We have 6 rear naked chokes. I do know, she's only had 1 in round 3 too. So all first and second round. Other than that, I know the level is very different in the UFC, and sometimes we see a lot of people get finishes on the regional scene.
Yeah,
and they don't carry over just because they have to adjust to the difference in the level.
Yeah.
I feel like all the pieces have fallen into place for Michelle here. I believe she was supposed to be on this season's of the Contender Series, and then this spot opened up on the Perth card. It was just perfect for her. She's going to be making her UFC debut in her home country, in great shape, lots of time to prepare. I just feel like all the pieces have kind of fallen into place for her. So I feel like this is going to be her moment.
There we go.
She's gonna end up getting like a TKO or rear naked choke in the 3rd round with 1 second left. And then that LG dude who's talking shit in the comments is going to message me and be like, see, you're retarded.
I'm telling you that we will buy you a plane ticket and a hotel. There's a hotel right across from American Top Team.
Stop. I can't get beat up right now by nobody.
Is that another Coke?
Enough. Now you want to get me beat up by this guy?
You just opened up another can of Coke?
He did.
Grant.
He's going hard today.
That's the problem, dude.
Hey, I'm not driving.
All right.
There's also we also have Rodolfo Bellato fighting what's his face? Navajo Sterling.
Yeah.
I could see that being a finish as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You guys tend to throw pretty hard.
What about Colby Thickness and Musasa?
I love that his last name is Thickness.
I do too.
That's just the best last name.
It's juicy.
That was a great way to describe
Colby Thickness. I don't know enough about the guy he is fighting. Musasa.
You don't know Josie Musasa?
He's 8-1.
Josie Musasa, who fights at 135 pounds with a record of 8-1.
Because I know Thickness had several finishes on the regional scene. But I just don't know enough to be like, yeah, this fight's gonna be a finish, you know. Musasa has a lot of finishes outside the UFC, and then he's been finished once in the UFC. So on his end, I would tend to agree with you. I just don't know with Colby, if he's good at slowing down the fight and like whatnot, we could definitely see a decision there.
His loss is to Ilia Toporia's brother, right?
And he was awesome in The Lion King.
Oh, Musasa! Oh my god. Dave's just been laughing at Musasa for the last 3 minutes.
I couldn't say the line. It was in my head over and over again. I'm like, dude, that is the Lion King, right? He's like, oh,
Mufasa.
oh, Mufasa.
Well, Mufasa, like that's how Dave would pronounce his name.
That is true.
Oh god. All right. Next, what fight will go the distance at UFC Perth? I actually have a sleeper for you on this one. Everyone thinks the main event because they're two bangers and they think Allberg will catch him. I can see that fight going 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Jake Matthews and Neil Magny.
Ooh, that's a good one too, El. That's a good one.
I think they're both super tough. I could see them both hanging in there.
Yeah.
Also, the heavyweights could definitely be 3 rounds.
No, I like your answer.
I think yours is right, El.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer, honestly.
Is Justin Tafa still fighting? Tafa?
Is he not on the? He's still on the odds list
Yeah, he's
against Louis Sutherland. Did something happen to him?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
to his opponent. Tafa's opponent came out. Sutherland's a last minute guy.
Okay, that's what it was.
Okay.
All right, guys. What is the lock of UFC Perth? Who's definitely going to win? Leah, start with you.
Allberg.
Cheers.
I don't like.
I don't
that at all.
I don't know about that a lot.
Dude, Dominic Reyes, he's the comeback kid who's in his 50s.
You're wrong.
This is go the dis. What is this? The lock?
The lock of the card.
Lock of the card.
Just
Not yeah.
Not
yeah.
the distance.
I'm gonna say Jack Jenkins. I'm a big Jack Jenkins fan. He fought a buddy of mine, and I just thought he looked phenomenal.
I think that's the right answer.
I think Jack Jenkins. He's got, I think, 3 wins via broken leg. Like,
Is
And
he
he's fighting
really?
a guy who's never fought at 45 before. He's a 35er coming up.
He was maybe going to come on the show before El didn't want him to. So
What? Who?
What?
Who are we talking about?
what do you got to get to my boy Jack Jenkins?
No. When were we going to interview Jack Jenkins?
Not Jack Jenkins,
Oh,
his opponent.
Opponent. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's the right answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Give me an underdog on this card who can pull up the upset at UFC Perth.
I got Reyes.
Right.
I think. Wait, wasn't your answer just that?
Leah's got the lock and the upset the same way. She can't be wrong.
Well, technically,
That's how I gamble. I put $2 on each. You know what I'm saying?
So you're going to be absolutely right and absolutely wrong. So there you go. You nailed it.
it's like playing against yourself in video games. You always win.
Exactly.
I need a different answer because I agree with you that Reyes is.
I like Reyes.
I think
man.
there's value. I'm worried about his chin because
How about Neil Magny pulling off the split decision win?
I just don't see his path to victory. I feel like Matthews is a pretty complete guy, but Magny is
We
too.
said that when he fought
Eliezer
who?
Zaleski. Eliezer Zaleski, his last opponent.
No, I was talking about the Canadian kid.
Mike Malott.
Mike
But he made
Malott.
a big mistake.
And my man jumped on it.
Yeah. Is Lomo an underdog?
So she's the one I was kind of thinking about because I feel like her striking is really good,
He's pretty good.
but she's got world-class Muay Thai, but she is a little smaller. She's made 105 before, and Alexia Thainara we haven't really seen her tested yet in the UFC. She had the huge, super dominant win over Molly McCann, but I feel like we haven't seen her really in there yet, so I don't really know enough about her, but I know that Loma is tough.
Yeah.
I could definitely see Thainara getting her down because she's the bigger, stronger girl. So I'm not sure if that's the one I would pick. I think Neil Magny.
I was definitely gonna do that too.
I think Neil Magny and Reyes are the 2 dogs that have some value.
I was actually gonna do that.
Dude, I am in.
Good,
I can
that's
see
the choice.
Grant's mind working today. All right. I think this is an easy one. I think. Who's the biggest superstar going into UFC Perth?
It's Dominic Reyes. Why is everybody so quiet?
Andre Petrosky.
El, you are 100% correct, guys. Dominic Reyes fought John Jones on a headline of a pay-per-view, and 98% of the universe thinks he won that fight. Dominic Reyes is the biggest star in this card.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
All right, 4 agreements. Who's the prospect to watch at UFC Perth?
Nolan.
Wow. Okay.
That kid is good, man. He's good. He's tough style. He's a tough style to beat, man.
I think that's the right answer.
Nolan is a good fighter.
He's like Jack Jenkins is already well known enough. I think
I agree.
To be like a prospect. I think Tom Nolan's the right answer.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope Charlie beats him.
All right, last one, and I think this is. I want to see where everyone's at because I think this is an easy one too. Going into UFC Perth, who has the most to gain by capturing a W Saturday at Perth?
Olberg.
Yulberg. Sorry. Where you going? You go.
Olberg. I think if he beats Reyes, that's a big win for him.
Grant, I'm with you, Grant. I'm with you.
Who are you about to say?
Olberg can win one, lose one. He's 8-1 in the UFC. He doesn't need this fight. Dominic Reyes has the most to gain in this card. If Dominic Reyes wins this fight, he's 1 fight away from a world championship match. The comeback is on. The biggest star, it's Dominic Reyes.
Wrong.
So I was gonna wait because I feel like he also has the most to lose.
Yeah.
Because I know that's the next question coming. So I feel like Reyes has the most to lose. Because Yulberg could lose this fight and still fight for a title in the next year.
Well,
right.
You could have the most to gain and the most to lose. It could happen.
I think Dominic Reyes has the most to gain. I think if he wins this fight, this is 2 o'clock, right? Yeah. If he wins this fight, we could see him versus Alex Pereira next. Assuming Alex loses and sticks around, we could see that where they're like, we got to get one of these guys a win. Reyes beats Alex. These are all ifs, he's in for the belt.
Yeah.
He could right wrong.
Okay. No.
How about if Poatan beats Ankalaev and they never want to give that a rematch again? Yuri beats Roundtree and they don't want to go Alex Yuri 3 because he beat him twice. And Dominic knocks out Olberg in the first round. They could do Dominic Alex for the world championship next.
Yeah. Or they could do Dominic versus Yuri.
Yeah.
That happened.
He's already been knocked out by Yuri.
That's what.
Right or wrong. Tell me that's not an awesome fight.
Great fight. All right. Last question on this. L. Dawson with the spoiler alert already. Who has the most to lose at UFC Perth?
Dominic Reyes. By far.
I think both of those are right. Another one just to throw out there, and I think we talked about this fight plenty. I think it's Jake Matthews because he's there on that cusp of getting into that top 15. If he loses this one, he will never be taken really serious. I think he has a lot to lose.
I don't think that's necessarily true. I think there's guys that lose to Neil Magny and still come back. Like, we don't think Mike Malott is done now just because he lost to Neil Magny.
But there's a big difference between stumbling against one guy and stumbling, coming back, stumbling, coming back, stumbling, coming back. There's a big Bobby Green knocked me stupid. That doesn't mean that now if I'd also gotten beat by this guy and beat by that guy,
Matthews is on a 3-fight win streak. With a finish. I don't think if he loses this one fight, I don't think it sets him back as far as a loss would set back Dominic Reyes.
I think in the what weight class? Welterweight division. That division is so stacked right now. You can't afford to lose to a guy like
Magny.
If we're saying who has the most to lose, the answer on the card, if this person loses, it's not good, is Ivan. Because he's 0-2.
That's fair.
I know that he's, we're talking about title contention, stuff like that. If he loses, he could lose his job. And you could lose your job. I'm saying that you've got the most to lose.
No, that's fair. Honestly, Tafa could. If Tafa, I don't think he's going to lose to this short notice guy, but if he slips on a banana peel, he could be in the same boat.
I don't. Tafa versus Gamrot right now. Who wins?
Gamrot.
Tafa versus Moicano right now. Who wins?
Moicano.
Moicano's closer to heavyweight than Gamrot is.
Holy shit.
Tafa versus Kyoji.
Not much. Tafa versus Kyoji.
Yeah, Kyoji sleeps him.
That's a close fight. That's a good fight. That's good. All right, we're being too rough. We're being mean. That's just downright disrespectful.
Oh, Sean said it too. No, I agree with Sean. I think he's in danger as well.
Yeah. Last one, Tafa versus Angela Hill right now. Who wins?
Hill.
Tafa versus Cody Durden. Let's go.
I got Cody. Split decision. All right, guys, we're out of here. This was a good Tuesday. I think Friday we're going to do another show. Maybe Sunday morning brew with Jillian if she gets Wi-Fi back on. So we'll talk about it off air. We have to talk about October 4th. We will be doing a watch along here, Fight Bananas. We don't know where or with who. So we'll talk about it off air. And then we'll tell you guys on there. That's what we do. So we're out. Leah, do you have anything else you want to thank anyone? You want to say anything inspirational, Bible quote, anything at all?
Just that I love you guys and I'm glad to see you because it's been so long. I've been missing y'all.
I know you need to come back.
I know. I'm here. Listen, I have one trip planned, and that is for UFC 322, and that is not until the middle of November. So we've got time.
You got plans this weekend?
No.
All right, we'll talk off air. L. Dawson, Grant, can you say something inspirational to the people out there?
Bring your Coke in, Frank.
I can. The best advice that I can give somebody from the bottom of my heart is don't act like LG.
And that's the Fight Banana Show, guys. We'll see everyone next Tuesday. Thank you. And we'll see people during the week because we'll have some extra content. Later, guys.
Bye, y'all.